Hi, Tom. Excellent to see you again.
Good to see you too.
I have a couple questions for you.
Sure thing.
What is HPE doing at GTC? I mean, you're a huge partner of theirs, but what are you doing here? What are you showing?
We're showing particular products that we have on the screen and hardware in the background, what HPE is offering for this AI community, and it has to do with AI rack scale is in particular what we're showcasing, and partly the Vera Rubin NVL72 as well as the GB300 NVL72, which we have on the wall, including our big iron for leadership product like our Cray GX5000 and the support structure that's needed to enable those solutions. So that's why we're here.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Look, we've been working with Smart Spatial for a little while here now, and how does Smart Spatial help you tell that story?
Well, I think one of the challenges we had with this particular product is a very complicated product, and it's difficult to explain to people walking by. What is the big deal? So we wanted to use Smart Spatial as a kind of a go-to-market tool primarily, as a way to get our sales force energized and educated, as well as our customer base. There's a high interest in rack scale and in particular AI solutions, and the rack scale has some very particular use cases and requirements for it to be used. So educating customers around what those requirements are so they can start envisioning that in their own data center and why certain decisions are being made is what we really wanted to use for like our virtual / digital twin of a rack scale solution. Yeah.
Nice. Is it helping? How's it working out?
It's super helpful. It's super helpful. I mean, we have this demonstration which consists of 32 racks of an NVL72 GB300. The way we can communicate on this is really in multiple spaces. We can go and dive into the individual rack and highlight the uniqueness in the individual rack, and then we can go and expand it out and highlight the challenges of knitting a bunch of racks together, which is sometimes very difficult. So, do you want me to show you this right now? Or
yeah, let's take a quick look.
Let me show you. I'll show you the individual view, and the way I talk about this individual view is we have a GB200 on this side, a GB300 on this side, and then a Vera Rubin NVL72.
Okay.
And these have really helped us capture the differences. So I can show very quickly kind of the core of what makes an NVL72 and NVL72, and that's really cool. This last part. This is the NV link that connects all GPUs together, and there are 4 of these cable cartridges, and those 4 cable cartridges are critical in allowing GPUs to talk to all other GPUs within one rack with very, very low latency and high bandwidth. So that's the uniqueness of the NVL72 platform, because both the Vera Rubin GB300 and GB200 use the exact same infrastructure on the back end, on the back of the rack. So that's our first kind of communication to educate customers. Yeah. And then we kind of jump over to a larger view, and the larger view highlights not only do you understand that, but you need different networking and login nodes, networking leaf nodes and spine nodes to kind of connect all the racks together. And that's a difficult thing to also talk about without using kind of lots of lines and nodes and drawings. That doesn't make a lot of sense to people, but we're able to visualize it much easier. So,
very cool. Yeah. Fascinating. So obviously this helps you with the go-to-market motions, but where do you see digital twins evolving?
Well, I think digital twins are going to become more and more important. We show this to customers, and the customers are very interested in this. What they're interested in is how can I get this in my data center? I think one of the challenges is how it's not only getting them bought in, but the next stage is they want to see this digital model as a twin in their own data center. Okay. And so they want to see the realness of this represented as their own data center.
Operationalizing it.
Then after it gets operationalized, they want to start collecting telemetry data off of certain things and start making it available to see inside. So it moves it out of the go-to-market exercise and into the actual operational exercise. So that's where things are moving. And if you check over at the NVIDIA booth, you'll see something as well on Omniverse. Just that this Omniverse is a little bit beefier and heavier and a more difficult lift.
Correct.
So this is a nice kind of stepping stone from go-to-market into operational space.
Absolutely, especially if you standardize on OpenUSD, you can actually share the assets between these types of digital twins.
Yeah,
which
that's
is what
perfect.
we'll love to see.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Well, final question for you.
Sure.
If somebody's looking to potentially do business with Smart Spatial, what would you tell them?
Oh, I would say it's totally worth it. I have gotten so much value out of using this to communicate to people. And I would much rather pull this thing up than pop open a PowerPoint. So this allows me to kind of bob and weave through the thread of a conversation and demonstrate. I shouldn't say bob and weave, I should just say kind of manage the conversation with collateral that keeps people's attention. And they can ask questions while we're going through, like, hey, can you zoom in on the network switches? Can you show me, whatever? It's very, very helpful in that regard, and they can walk away with a much better understanding of what your product is.
It's amazing, amazing. Well, we loved our relationship, and definitely we'll keep working at it.
Well, you bet.